Let's sing hello together. Let's sing hello together. Let's sing hello together. It's good to be here together. Hello, my name is Jenny, and I work for a company called Music Garden, which is an early childhood music school here in Billings. It's actually an international company, but I've been working there for over 7 years now, and I've seen how a rich musical experience is important and vital for children during early childhood. At our company, we try to provide various repertoire that's developmentally appropriate for children, and with we really encourage a lot of family involvement. So my experience as a music teacher has led me to know and observe that music classes and music making experiences are an essential part of early childhood. They help meet being a part of music classes during early childhood helps meet developmental milestones for children during that area of their life in language growth, in cognitive improvements, and practicing body movement and self control. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. First, let's talk about how music helps with language growth during early childhood. So, obviously, during early childhood, language is still developing and emerging, and it's an important part of developmental milestones. When you're in a music class or a part of music making experience for children, this incorporates multiple skills that help language develop. Obviously, for speaking, you need to be able to articulate sounds. In music classes, we have a lot of sounds that we're singing and the children are imitating. We practice patterns like tonal and rhythmic patterns in which the children imitate after you, but it's also incorporating this piece of repetition, which is really important for learning language, especially during early childhood. We also help practice vocalization, like maybe making different animal sounds, which develops kind of the vocal range of a child, and which is important in language to have inflection in your voice. There's a great quote that I found from Music and Movement. This is actually their music art and creators, Heige and Silic, and they say when it comes to repetition, when talking about music development, music as a developmental aid for reaching developmental milestones in early childhood, they said repetition it's necessary and it allows children to become aware of patterns, which are meaningful wholes. Creating patterns is a way we learn. Repetition fixes learning and memory. Consolidating new pathways in your brain is what they're talking about, combinations and variations. So another part of language that we work on in music class is listening practice. And it's a child might sit and listen to, an excerpt from a piece by Mozart or listen to animal sounds. And obviously our listening skills are very important, a part of language. So you can see how all of these activities are really beneficial when it comes to reaching developmental milestones of language during early childhood. And music class, it's a great way to work on that milestone. Another important piece of that we work on that can help children in a music class is it helps them make cognitive improvements. For instance, we are working on learning different rhythms. We're playing various instruments. We're listening to various different pieces created by different musicians, and we're also dancing, moving our bodies in lots of different ways. Overall, it's a very rich, engaging, developmentally appropriate activities and environment for the children. Children just find a lot of joy in music. They have an innate musical ability. It's really cool to watch. Burton and Taggart, they wrote I researched an article from them. It was called Learning from Young Children, Research in Early Childhood Music. And they said that all four areas of the brain are used during a musical instruction experience. So you can see how music totally engages the whole child. If you think about also part of increasing their cognition is we learn to act out meaning of words. So for instance, an itsy bitsy spider, let's say you're saying itsy bitsy spider goes up the water spout. I'm sure you've sang that song before. The children are learning the meaning of up while they're singing the meaning of up and moving their hands up. So that helps with cognition of understanding of words. We also work on body awareness songs where we might do like for instance, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. So children increase their cognition that way by touching their head and shoulders and singing and saying it, which increases their understanding of words and their body awareness. So we've talked about how music making experiences in classes can help children reach milestones in language and then cognitive improvements. Now, I wanted to mention how music classes can help practice in body movement and self control. So, this is a very big piece during early childhood. Children need to learn how to stop when it's time to stop, and they also are still exploring movement of their body. You know, the fine and gross motor skills are still developing. So, we do things like we play drums or rhythm sticks, which works on some of the gross motor, and we have these little xylophones called glockenspiels that helps with the fine motor. They're kind of a tiny mallet, and they have to, have good hand-eye coordination to play the glockenspiels. We play songs or sing songs that have an element of, where you have to stop or you have to make a loud sound or a quiet sound. And so this is working on, ways to move their bodies where they're controlling the sound or even when they have to stop suddenly. Another great quote I found from the same authors before, from Learning from Young Children, Research in Early Childhood Music. Burton and Taggart wrote, this is a great one, so I wanted to read it all. Musical play offers children experience in two areas which are most important in their lives today: learning to know and control their bodies and learning to listen with intention. Research shows when music, movement, and language are integrated, the benefits are incalculable, both intellectually and psychologically. That was a great supporting quote, so I had to use it. So in early childhood, it is so important to have engaging activities that help the children improve their language skills, grow cognitively, and practice body movement and self-control. Music is a great way to meet all these needs of the child, and not only is it fun, but it helps children reach these developmental milestones. Music classes and music making experiences are vital for every child. It's vital that every child gets to experience this during early childhood. So whether you are a parent or a teacher, I urge you to make music a part of those children's lives during early childhood. All right, let's wave goodbye together. Let's wave goodbye together. Let's wave goodbye together. It was good to be here together.